Hi y'all, welcome to Contextually Speaking. This is my first web video for that. The topic I wanted to start with was what it means to be a tourist abroad, and especially in Europe. I find sometimes that Americans go abroad and expect everybody to speak English, and generally people do, but it goes a long way if you just try to use some of the language of the home country. And even if you just learn the very basics, how to say hello, please, and thank you, you'll find that it goes a long way. So let's say you're in France, you're in Paris. When you go into a shop, just say bonjour. That's all you have to say. If you're looking for something, you can say je cherche, and then whatever the thing is. Even if you have to say it in English, je cherche means I'm looking for, like I search. Merci, most people know, means thank you. And de rien means you're welcome. It basically means of nothing. You may also sometimes hear a very formal je vous en prie, and that means it's a very formal way of saying you're welcome. Je vous en prie. If you're in Germany, always say guten Tag. It's hello, it's good day. If it's in the evening, guten Abend. It's a bit more formal, but you can still get away with saying just guten Tag. And bitte. Bitte is like the best word ever because it means so many different things, but it basically means please. Bitte schön is a bit stronger, please. And yeah, vielen Dank. Thank you very much. That's all you really need to know in Germany. It's also helpful if you can at least start the question of where something is in that home language. So, wo ist is where is in German, or où est le in French, where is the Louvre. Another tip is to try to read the place in the language that it is. Meaning don't try to Americify, is that a word? Anglify, words in a foreign country. Just read it as it is. Like, for instance, there's a church in Montmartre, Paris called Le Sacré-Cœur. It means Sacred Heart. If you have an English translated map, it might say Sacred Heart. Don't ask that because the French people are going to have no clue what you're saying. You have to say où est le Sacré-Cœur in the best accent that you can manage. So get the maps in the home language if you have any sense of how it's pronounced or structured, and use that as your guide to find places. And those are my tips for just the basics of getting around in Europe and not sticking out like a sore thumb. If you go up to people and just be like, hey, I'm an American and I don't know what's going on, a couple things can happen. They can either be like, I don't know enough English, I'm not going to interact with this person. Or if they, are a little bit more nefarious in nature, then they might take advantage of you. Your best bet is to try to approach people, that look like business people, that look like a family, that are more likely to help you. And again, if you approach them in their home language, then they're more likely to, be responsive. And that the fact that you're trying to use their language might make them more comfortable to speak English. This is especially true of the French. The Germans are more open to speaking English, especially, under a certain age. Some of the older people might have more trouble, but generally speaking, the Germans are willing to speak English. The French are perfectionists, and we see it as them being rude when they don't want to use English, but oftentimes it's because they're afraid of looking foolish. So if you try in your own accent to use their language, they are more likely to respond to you. So I hope that's helpful, and I will post another video soon. Thank you.